This is the Big Ten Network.
But right now, let's send it over to Lisa Byington and Stephanie White, who have all you need to know about the day in women's hoops.
Yeah, guys, our two co-leaders playing tonight, Michigan State and Penn State, and it was a good night for one, not so good for the other.
Well, Michigan State really bounced back from that loss at Ohio State with a great win in Indiana, and Penn State really struggled on the road.
And it really kind of muddies up the conference standings, kind of like with Tim Doyle when he was eating that sandwich and the mayo was kind of sneaking out from the side, right?
It was awful.
It gets messy, it gets ugly, but we'll have to sort it out for you in a little bit. And speaking of Mr. Doyle, he knows a little forecasting, as you heard, and he'll tell you which men's teams have rain, sleet, or a little sunshine in their future. And a one-on-one with the Illini's Bruce Weber. He is thinking upset and Jarrett Sullinger's backside. It's really not as bad as that sounds. Plus, we'll have a report from the East-West Shrine game, and Wisconsin's Scott Tolzien is trying to impress the ones watching. That and more when the wrap-up returns. We're back on the wrap-up in a big women's night. Two co-leaders. We start with Michigan State in action in Indiana early in the game. MSU trailing by one. Kalisha King getting the steal, taking it up the left side. Count it. The free throw would put MSU up by 2. 3 minutes to go in the half. Spartans now up by 8. Keene again with the steal, this time to Brittany Thomas. That's nice. She's got some pretty cool green shoes, too. Keene finishes with 17 points, 5 steals in the first half, 23 for the game. Second half, Keene gets it to the high post, and a little no-look touch pass to LaKendra Johnson. A double-double, 16 points. 10 boards. Michigan State wins. How about Penn State at Purdue? And of course, Ohio State, the team that has won 6 straight Big Ten titles, 3 losses. But hey, anything goes. Right, Stephanie White?
I think that's what we've seen, is anything can go. Right now, we have the middle of the pack all jumbled up, and everyone's vying for that Big Ten championship, and it's going to make for an exciting race.
We saw Michigan State and Penn State both in action tonight. Michigan State coming out victorious, Penn State not so much. What went right? What went wrong?
Well, for Michigan State, they just did such a great job of playing together.
And Purdue, give them credit, hats off to them now, 4-3. And how much does Sharon Versyp trust her freshman? Played her 38 minutes, 19 points. No one else for the Boilers played more than 26.
Well, we saw the battle of the Freshman of the Year candidates in Maggie Lucas and Courtney Moses, and Courtney Moses just played a tremendous game.
But it's really is muddied up here in the standings. Like I said, 4 teams now within a game of first place. We're going to need all my fingers and toes, your fingers and toes, and maybe yours too. Rick?
Right here for you, ladies.
Rick, here's your Sunday lineup. Men's basketball, Wisconsin at Northwestern. Then, of course, the Journey, followed by Indiana and Iowa, and Big Ten icons. Niall Kinnick, of course, don't forget women's basketball, Illinois at Wisconsin at 6 p.m. Eastern as
I'm
well.
not so sure I would describe Tim Doyle as our weather bunny, though. I did
get
miss
him
kind of the
little rabbit
garage
ears.
clicker. Isn't he supposed to have one of those garage clickers to make the graphics change?
Yeah, and I'm trying to get the tornado. Is that this?
That's apparently
or
the universal sign.
Dance moves,
Night,
right?
folks.